This morning, we are bringing you a special edition of Talk of the Table. The story we are all talking about is tonight's Survivor Season 48 finale. This season made history by featuring the show's first contestant with autism, Eva Erickson. She is a 24-year-old doctoral candidate and student athlete from Minnesota. The season's most viral moment came on day 11 when Erickson had an episode during one of the challenges and was unable to regulate her emotions. She was then comforted by her former tribe mate, Joe Hunter. Hunter was the only person Erickson confided in about her autism diagnosis.
Under pressure.
Joe, you want to give her a hug?
Eva and Joe have dominated their season and are both in the final 5 in tonight's finale. And they join us from Los Angeles right now. Good morning, Eva and Joe.
Good morning.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. Now, Eva, I'll start with you. Many viewers, they said that moment between you and Joe made them cry in a Survivor first for a lot of people. You even brought longtime host Jeff Probst to tears. What do you think about how everyone responded to that moment?
Honestly, the response was so overwhelmingly positive, and I had no idea the impact that me just being vulnerable and showing what my real life would have on so many people, the autism community, people who have autism themselves or their family member, a friend, understanding and recognizing that they are now being shown on national television through what their experiences is like. I've had so many people reach out, and it's been absolutely amazing getting to share my story.
You know what I noticed in that moment, Joe, because if you're watching the show, we know that the two of you have a unique relationship, was watching you watch her struggle. It seemed very difficult for you. And when Jeff gave you the go-ahead to say, do you want to go over there? You ran without hesitation. You called that moment heartbreaking for you, but it was very touching to watch you come to her comfort at that particular time.
Oh, thank you so much. That was something that, you know, in real time is kind of hard to put into words, but just so fortunate that I could be there with her through that.
You know, I'll ask you both this, so Joe, hold tight for a second, but Eva, you first. You both dominated this season, and you had a very strong alliance along the way, and I'm curious, as we get ready to watch this finale tonight, do you remember how you were feeling going into it?
Going into the finale here, I mean, Joe and I, we'd been together since day one, right? Like Otto were together. We knew even prior to this, me sharing that I had autism, we connected really close, and we had agreed on that first day that we were going to stick by each other through everything, that we would have each other's back, and that just intensified as we had this amazing moment where he was there for me in one of my toughest points on the island. And so we knew that this was our goal, to make it to the end together, and we're going in, that didn't change, you know. We're coming into the finale and we're like, yep, we got each other's back.
Joe, how were you physically, mentally? Were you ready to outwit, outplay, outlast?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, just food, you know, would have been really nice at this point. But, you know, honestly, you know, when you think about how competitive this game can be and how stressful it can be, and just to be able to make it through with someone so wonderful as Eva, and just someone that I've cared so deeply for us to be in this position together, I mean, was just a blessing. And I'm so thankful that we were able to do that, because despite all the other challenges you have to deal with, to have such a public, you know, alliance and duo together was something that was a blessing, but very difficult. So I'm very proud of us.
At the end of the day, everybody wants to win. It's good to see how the alliances form, but Eva, people are so smitten with you, especially when you know your backstory. You shared on the air that you were diagnosed with autism at a young age, and doctors told your parents you would never live on your own, ever have a job. And you said, boy, you said on Survivor, I know, doctors can be wrong. You never viewed your autism as a roadblock to success. Just speak to us a little bit about that, because a lot of people are watching who can relate to you in ways that others cannot.
Yeah, absolutely. yeah, my parents were told when I was first diagnosed that I would not be able to live independently, hold a job, do all these things that as a parent you grow up wanting your kid to be able to do. And my parents, they still believed in me, and they were like, you know what? Like, we're gonna figure out how to give her the best life she can have with whatever range of abilities she's going to live with. And they put me into so many types of therapy, got me all sorts of help and support, and just believed in me. And having that support in my life is what really allowed me to have all these doors open. And as I've struggled with many things and have these challenges that my autism brings me, they've always reminded me that it's just part of who I am. It is never something wrong with me. It is never going to stop me from achieving my dreams. It's just something that I have to work with, and I need to recognize all the great special things that come with my autism too.
Well, both of you have a lot of fans. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out with the finale.
That's right. Eva Erickson and Joe Hunter, thank you so much. We appreciate you. The Survivor Season 48 finale airs tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific here on CBS, and of course streaming on Paramount Plus.